Ladies and gentlemen, I swear to God, right now, the jokes are writing themselves. Mkhwebane is all the way up in bed with the MK. This is a person that when she was at the Swize Mpofu Walls show on YouTube, told us that I'm not joining the MK. They last communicated with me in May or something like this. But today we wake up and we hear Mkhwebane is the member of the MK. And not only that, she's been made the convener for the province of Mpumalanga. You can't trust these people. You can't trust politicians. Ladies and gentlemen, politicians are the worst people. They are the scum of the earth. They'll always go where there's money, where they feel like they'll have influence. She had clashes with Malema because Malema is the dictator of the EFF. So Ushunhuake was not going to be allowed in the EFF. Now she thinks she's going where the pastures are green. Excuse the pun for the MK's green colors. She's going where she thinks the pastures are green, the grass is greener on the other side. But she's gonna find out that the MK is just a BS party. They're not here to survive. They're not here to stay for long. I just want us to hear what are her reasons for going to the MK and for joining the MK. She said when she was joining the EFF, it was because she could relate to the 7 cardinal pillars. What happened to the 7 cardinal pillars now? She's no longer the member of the EFF. She came to the MK. You can't trust these people. Let us hear what her reasons are for going to the MK, even though we know they are bogus and she's going to lie to us.
Announced that, the former public protector, of course, former member of parliament of the Economic Freedom Fighters, has been now appointed as the convener of Mkhwebane in Mpumalanga. Actually, Advocate Mkhwebane joins us now. Advocate, thank you very much for your time. Would you say, people could have seen it coming when you resigned from the Economic Freedom Fighters without telling us where you were going? But also, others might say, through your engagements, through your period as the former public protector, one could have seen that there's some bit of allegiance between you and the former president Jacob Zuma. Hence, we are not surprised that today you've been revealed as the MK part. How would you respond to all those statements?
What I would say is that I've been the former public protector. I worked as the public protector for the past 7 years. And when you are a public protector, you are not supposed to be a member of any political party. And I think it's a slip of a tongue for the president to say, I've been a member of the ANC, I left the ANC. Maybe it's because of having
There is no slip of a tongue by the president. President Zuma knows exactly what he was saying. So stop lying.
Who grew up within the ANC. But then, again, the very fact that I've been accused of being a kind of apparently...
Yeah, a spy. Even Malema did say she was a spy before she could join the EFF, and she still joined the EFF.
A Zuma faction, others saying I've been a spy and all those. Well, it's for people to just talk, but there's nothing like that. What I would say is that we worked well with the former president, like any other public protector who was appointed by the former president. And worse still is that my husband, who has been a member of the ANC for long as well, joined the MK party. So I am following my husband to be a member of MK. And as I said, I wanted to just move away and reflect and go home. So I'm home. So I'm following the leader of my household.
Yeah. So
is it not because she was approached back in May or March? Now we should listen to the love story. Now it's Bonnie and Clyde are finally joining the MK. Romeo and Juliet, they are in one party. Ladies and gentlemen, these people are liars, god damn it. When we pray, we must pray for the spirit of discernment. This is a liar right here. This is a face of a liar. Like if a liar could make a face, if lying had a face, this is it right here. Telling you right now, man. What is this? Now it's a love story. It is no longer based on principle. It is no longer based on policy. It is because she's following her husband. And we are supposed to believe that. What happened to her reason for joining the EFF? EFF because of the 7 cardinal pillars. That was policy at least, even when it was a bogus decision, even when it was like a horrible decision to make from being a public protector, somebody who's being entrusted with protecting the public in the court. In the court system, you go join a political party, and now you want to tell us that this beautiful story of Bonnie and Clyde going to the MK is the one? Get out of here, man.
A lot of South Africans knew you, or you came into prominence when you took over the office of the public protector, but now we saw you joining the EFF. We are now seeing you joining the MK party, tasked with the very important responsibilities of leading a whole province. But take us back in terms of your political insights, your passion for politics. Have you always been an activist at heart? And at what point did you decide that actually now I want to go all out? Because we know you as an advocate, as a human rights activist, but also as a former public protector. But we are seeing you now being openly active in politics. How long have you been a politician inside? And how far back can you take us in terms of your political agencies?
You know, I've been an activist in my space wherever I have been. I'm in my school-going age, where I participated in a lot of activities within the school, how, one participates in how the school is governed. At the university, though I was never a member of any political party then, but then the contributions which I was making within the leadership of the very same structures which were there at the university contributed to that. I mean, my activism is more of working to liberate the poor and the marginalized. That's always...
They'll always go there. They'll always go there. But ladies and gentlemen, even Stevie Wonder can see, man. Even Stevie Wonder can see that this woman is clearly a liar. Her activism, she's been a spy, allegedly. Because we don't want to be sued. We just throw that legal term over there just for just. But we know she was a spy. She was a spy.
It's been my space, and also working a lot with the vulnerable groups. Because when I started working as the maintenance officer, as the prosecutor, legal administration officer, researcher in human rights related matters, working as the director of refugee affairs, always working with the vulnerables, and as well making sure that they are liberated, they are protected. So issue you actively involved in politics or in structures of any political party. That was never me. But then my contribution was working with the community leaders, to empower the masses. So I only joined EFF, and that's when I was in a political space and saying I'm a member of a political party. First time with the EFF,
Okay, so you are coming into politics with a lot of experience from the public service, and of course you've had very important positions such as the office of the public protector. One might say you are going into politics with all those insights, with all that intel. How are you going to ensure that you don't find yourself using all that background, for own personal gains in terms of...
First of all, she didn't learn nothing in the EFF except for the fact that Malema is a dictator and she had zero influence. She didn't learn nothing. What did she do for the EFF? Nothing. She has no constituency. She didn't bring nobody along with the EFF. In fact, she joined and then the EFF declined. All of them. Abu Kalnes, Abu Mzwanele Manyi, all of them. Horrible. She's going there to the MK as a professional convener for the Mpumalanga province. They're not gonna get the numbers. She has no constituency, bro. Nobody follows her politically. She's just trying to secure a bag. And now she's compromised. I don't think she's thinking all of these things through. Now she's compromised because it will be difficult for her to go back as a judge. She can never go back as a judge because now she is fully a politician. And even if her posts within these political organizations come to an end, and she realizes really the grass is not greener anywhere. She's finally going to realize that she can't make a bag anywhere. She can't be a judge. The constitution doesn't allow for somebody who's politically well vested as she is right now to become a judge, because when you become a politician, when you become a judge, you're expected to be impartial. If you are a person who's done politics, or you are very well educated in politics, you will know that the politics is divided into three. There's what we call trias politica, three branches of government. There's the executive, there's the administration, and there's the judicial. All of these have to be independent. You cannot skip from being a judge and now you go to be a politician, and then when it doesn't work out for you properly, you come back to be a judge. It doesn't work that way. Ladies and gentlemen, she's gonna learn proper. She's not thinking about any of these things. Even Stevie Wonder can see. I wonder why she can't see all of this.
The world of politics, but also to serve the party that you've joined now, using all that experience, all that intel, all that data that you've collected through your work as an advocate, especially in the public service.
Thanks for that question, especially how am I going to use my expertise? This party currently approached me, and they said, we need you to capacitate and make sure that our Mpumalanga province is stabilized and we work as a collective. We are the main opposition party. We need to take our position there. And having vast expertise in leadership, vast expertise in conflict resolution, because as a public protector, I specialized in mediation. I also have vast experience in good governance. Now as well, the implementation or enforcement of the Constitution. What is the responsibility of us as opposition party and members of parliament to hold the executive to account on how they use state resources, on whether the public is experiencing the services which are being promised and are being provided. So I'm bringing that expertise.
But that is not her role. That is the role of the chief whip in parliament. She's describing the role of the chief whip in parliament. She's not going to give direction in terms of what must happen in parliament. She's a professional convener for the province of Mpumalanga. How is she going to do all of this? She doesn't understand her role. She doesn't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, she doesn't. God, that is the role of the chief whip in parliament. Even, Mkhwebane, that could be a response that we warrant from Mkhwebane, not a professional convener. She doesn't understand her role in the MK. So how is she going to best serve the MK? Ladies and gentlemen, this is bogus. Even Stevie Wonder can see, man.
You cannot as well compare me with somebody who never worked in public administration, because I've enforced the Constitution and all the related laws. As a public protector, it's even worse, because you deal with more than 1,000 state institutions, and all of them are established by the law. Therefore, that exposure will then benefit the organization.
Thank you very much, Advocate Mkhwebane, for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Ma'am,
That's Advocate Mkhwebane.
what I have learned from this interview is that Mkhwebane doesn't understand her role. No, she's gonna cause a lot of problems for the MK. She doesn't understand her role. She's overly confident in her influence. She overestimates her influence within the party. Horrible. Just horrible. I'm telling you right now, she's a bad pick for the MK. And she wants to sell us the story that because she joined MK now, it is not because she thinks wara wara about the MK. She said to us that she was following her husband, Bonnie and Clyde. I think she's expecting us to clap for that. Man, garbage. The problem with these people who are popular is they get put into these political parties and they get parachuted into these positions where they think they have influence, but really they don't. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, your boy Kaz is out of here, man. God.